Hi everyone, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. Welcome back to my channel and my name is Siri, and today in the video we are going to talk about a common problem or a question that I have heard so many times over my emails and in the comment section. So instead of replying to every single comment based on this question, instead of replying to every single email based on this question, I just thought of making a video on it and let you guys know about the answer which I think is correct in my case. Okay, so that is the primary reason of making this video, and the question that I've heard so many times over my emails and comment section is that we don't have anyone to speak in English with. What can we do about it? Because we know the fact that speaking is the most important aspect that we should focus on. There are four important aspects, right? Reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And we know for a fact that speaking is the most important one. So if we have to give ourselves more of speaking practice, we need a person with whom we can speak in English. So what can we do when we don't have a person with whom we can speak in English, right? And in this video, I am going to tell you the ways that I have followed when I didn't have anyone to speak in English with. What were the methods that I have followed and which had actually helped me a lot. And whatever I'm going to share in today's video is completely based on my personal experience and completely based on what I have learned over the years. Okay, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video thoroughly. Okay, so without any further ado, let's just get into the video now. And the number one point I would like to tell you is that if you don't have anyone to speak in English with, remember that you have yourself. You yourself are your best friend. You are your best friend and you are your worst enemy. So decide what you want to be. You have to be your best friend. See, this is something that is so underrated that speaking to yourself whenever you're alone is going to help you immensely. That's what I have done when I was in the initial days of my learning. I don't know how many times I just used to speak with my own self whenever I find time alone, because I know for a fact that speaking is important. So if I just keep giving excuses to myself that I don't have anyone to speak in English with, will I ever be able to speak fluently in English? Absolutely not. And I cannot keep crying for things which I don't have. Of course, I don't have friends who speak in English with me. I mean, not to hurt them, but yeah, because I am from a Telugu speaking family and that's what I've been surrounded by most of the times, and I love speaking in Telugu with my family and friends. But I know the fact that speaking is important to be fluent in English. So if I don't have people around me who speak in English, I have myself. I need to make a conscious effort to speak with my own self in English. So what I used to do is, whenever I find some time alone, I used to just sit and just speak with myself whatever comes to my mind. Like for example, there were times where I used to not find any topics to speak with my own self. I used to just look around and start describing things that I see around. Like for example, I see a wall in front of me which is yellow in color. The paint of the wall is yellow in color is what I see in front of me. So this is how I used to describe things I see around, because speaking is however speaking, no matter what you're describing. If you are describing that in English, you are giving maximum amount of speaking practice to your own self, right? So you can describe whatever you want to. Do you want to talk about your friend? Do you want to talk about your family, about your own self? Because whenever you're speaking with your own self, there's absolutely no one judging you. There's no one sitting in front of you and judging you or correcting you about your mistakes, because you are your own judge at that point of time. You know if you make a mistake. You know if you pronounced everything right. So if you think you made a mistake, try and not repeat that mistake the next time when you speak with yourself. And no one can judge you better than you. Of course, that's a universal fact is what I believe in all the time. So please do not, keep giving this excuse of not having anyone to speak in English with. You have yourself. And you know what? The main major problem of human beings is that we always try to complain about something that we don't have. We do not try to use the resources that we have in our hands. Like, for example, let me give you an example. Let's say we are in public. We have an opportunity to speak in public. Then we complain that I'm not confident enough when I'm in public. That's the complaint which we give when we are in public. Let's say we are alone, we don't have anyone to speak in English with, and that is again a complaint that we give, that I don't have anyone to speak in English with. So either ways, we are complaining about something or the other. Okay, we are always complaining about something or the other. And always complaining about something or the other is not at all going to give you solutions. It is not at all going to solve your problems. What is going to solve your problems is using the resources that you have. Whatever you have in your hands right now, whatever is available to you, using them in an appropriate way is going to help you. But if you just keep worrying about the problems, if you just keep worrying about the issues that you have, you can never ever find solution to that problem. If you are just worrying about this problem of not having anyone to speak in English with, that is the stress that you are giving to your brain. Okay, that stress is going to create a lot of panicness, a lot of tension, which is not good, right? So please stop complaining that I don't have anyone to speak in English with. That is foolishness to complain despite of, having your own self. I'm very much sure all of you find some time alone every single day. Why not you use it in a right way to improve your fluency? That is the thing that I am trying to tell you guys from the last 1 minute or so. And that has actually improved my fluency a lot. And even now, when I'm shooting a video, I just cannot, write a script and straightly come in front of the camera and start speaking about that script. I make sure that I rehearse it before. So what I do is I sit and rehearse the script once. Whatever I need to speak, I just, think about it beforehand, and then I come in front of the camera, and that's when I click the record button. And that's when I feel confident enough to speak with you guys through the videos. That's a very simple thing that you can do, which can solve this problem of yours not having anyone to speak in English with. And the next one I would like to tell you is, if you have siblings like brothers and sisters, elder than you, younger than you, whatever, just let them know the kind of importance that this language has. What are the benefits that they can get if they start learning this language? Just, sit with them, explain them about the advantages that they get if they learn this language. Of course, if they are someone who can understand what you are saying, they are going to join with you in this journey, because that's what happened with me. I have elder brother who is 3 years older than me. So what I did was, when I was in the I think it's been more than a year at that point of time. It's been more than a year since I started to learn this language. So I was actually good at this language at that time. So I didn't have anyone to speak in English with. Of course, I was speaking to myself, but yeah, it's good if you have some person, right? So I have my brother. So what I did was, I just went up to my brother and told him the kind of advantages that he gets if he starts learning this language. So both of us made a conscious effort to speak with each other only in English whenever we find some time alone. Because if we speak in front of our relatives, they are going to tease us. Okay, so what we did was, whenever we find some time alone, what we used to do was, we just used to speak with each other in English. And even now, we are very much comfortable speaking in English with each other. Of course, it was very much not comfortable when we just started off with this habit. Initially it was difficult because right from our childhood we were speaking only in Telugu with each other. Suddenly if we had to shift to this language, it was kind of difficult, it was kind of a challenge for both of us. But despite of knowing the fact that this language is important, if we do not do that, it is stupid, is what we thought. And even now we do it. We speak with each other in English whenever it's possible. We chat with each other in English whenever it's possible. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you have a sibling, brother or a sister or anyone, just let them know the kind of importance that this language has. If you think they know better than you, just learn from them. There's nothing wrong if you learn from people. And that's how we learn. We have to learn from people. Okay? That's what you need to do. If you have a sibling, just let them know the kind of importance this language has, and you both should become best partners to speak in English with. I would say my brother is my best English partner. Like, I would love to speak in English with my brother. I'm absolutely comfortable when I speak in English with my brother. I'm not hesitated at all. And whenever I'm shooting videos, I take my brother's opinion as well. I ask him that, is there anything that I need to correct? Is there anything you want me to add to the script? Do you want me to make a video on any particular topic? I do take his opinion because he is also with me on this journey. And that's how we are. We made it a conscious effort, and that's what I'm trying to suggest you guys as well. Do this, it is going to work like magic. Okay? And the next one I would like to tell you is standing in front of the mirror and talking to yourself. I know this is something you have heard so many times on a lot of YouTube videos, because this method is so effective and it's such an easy one. Suppose whenever I look at myself in the mirror, there was not even a single day where I don't speak to myself looking at myself in the mirror. Whenever I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I make sure that I speak about something. It could be about my own self, it could be about someone else, but I just speak because I just cannot keep waiting for the opportunities to flow in which allows me to speak in English. I have to create those opportunities. I have to create the situations. I have to do that for myself. Nobody is going to do that on my behalf, right? So whenever I'm standing in front of the mirror, just by looking at my own self, I just speak. I speak out. And of course, it is effective to some level. It is effective. But it is so overrated that we do not think too much about it. We just think that, yeah, everybody keeps telling us that, yeah, stand in front of the mirror and start speaking to yourself. Why we need to do that is what people think. Of course, you have to do that. We know the solution of standing in front of the mirror and speaking to yourself is obviously going to solve this problem of yours till some extent. But still we complain that we don't have anyone to speak in English with. Is that fair to complain despite of knowing all the facts or despite of knowing solutions to that problem? No. At least set some set some routines for yourself. Whenever I wake up early in the morning, I'm going to stand in front of the mirror and start speaking with my own self. Take up a challenge like that for your own self. Do it for 30 days continuously, and after that it becomes much easier for you to do the next day. And that's how it has happened with me. Of course, I was not comfortable the first day, but now I'm absolutely comfortable with my own self, speaking with my own self, speaking with my brother, speaking with my friends, because I have tried my best to change the environment around me which supports me to be fluent in this language. Okay? Because I know the kind of importance that this language has, right? Despite of knowing the importance, how can I be quiet? I cannot, right? And the other one I would like to tell you is that I have used this app personally. This is not a sponsored video. Of course, I'm not doing any sponsorship so far. So Ace Fluency is the app that I have used for almost 1 single year continuously, every single day without fail. You don't believe me when I say this, but that's how crazy I was about learning this language. I did not even miss 1 single day. I installed that app there was a free term that you can use 25 minutes every single day. I did not purchase any subscription of that app, but yeah, because 25 minutes in a day was quite enough for me. More than that, I did not have time. So what I used to do was every single day without fail, 25 minutes I used to talk to strangers on that app. That app provides you an opportunity to speak to strangers around the country, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, in that way, I think my English has improved a lot after using that app. Not completely, but yes, till some extent, yes, it did improve my English a lot. And initially, I would not even know how to greet strangers. I would not even know what kind of questions to ask to strangers. I did not know any of that when I was in the initial stages of using that app. But after using it regularly for a period of time, I was actually able to, see the visible results in my fluency. I was more comfortable with strangers. Now I know what kind of questions to ask to a stranger, how to, start a conversation, how to greet them, how to end the conversation. These are those little things that everybody should know, is what I feel. We do not give enough importance to these little things about greetings, ending a conversation, starting a conversation. We do not give so much of importance to it, but they are very much important if you actually think about it. And now I think I'm quite good at greeting people, starting a conversation, ending the conversation in a nice way. That happened over a period of time for me. That did not happen in just 1 month or 1 week. Trust me, I have used that app for 1 year. And even I do use that app even now in the sense, but not as frequent as I used to use it before. But now when I find some good amount of time in my hands, when I don't have anything to do, what I just do is, it's always nice to interact with strangers, to know about different states, different cultures and all of that. I'm quite interested in knowing about different cultures, different states and all of that. So I do use fluency even now. Even recently I spoke to, I don't know, 4 or 5 people. Of course it was good. Now I'm more comfortable. I love using that app and it has helped me. I would like to suggest the same thing to you guys. And the name of the app is Ace Fluency. Okay, use that app. It's really helpful. You can find people who wants to learn English. Okay, so far so good, no trouble, all good. Yeah, it's good. Maybe you can find me there some anytime when I use that app, but I'm not sure when I'm going to use it. But yeah, I do use it sometimes. Yes, I do. And yeah, these were all the things that helped me to solve this problem of not having anyone to speak in English with. So these were the things that I have followed and which were actually helpful, and that is the reason I'm suggesting you guys. I tell you guys everything from my personal experience. Whatever I feel is correct, that's what I put in the videos, and that's what I tell you guys, right? And I've been receiving comments saying that, can I comment in Hindi or any other language? Yes, you can comment in Hindi. I do understand Hindi. You can comment in Tamil. You can comment in Telugu. You can comment in Kannada. I do understand Tamil, Kannada. I speak Telugu very well. I do understand Hindi as well. But I cannot write Kannada. I cannot write or read Kannada and Tamil, but I do understand them. So feel free to comfortable to comment in any of these languages I have just mentioned. Okay, of course I do understand. If I find it right, of course I'm going to reply to all of you. As I mentioned in my previous video, that I do read all your comments. I make sure that I read every single comment of yours. I might not reply to every comment because of the schedule that I have, but I do read every comment. Okay, so feel free to comment in Hindi, English, Telugu, Tamil and Kannada. Okay, all right. I always appreciate comments in any language that I have mentioned just now. Okay, I'm comfortable with all these languages. Okay, yeah, that is it for the video, guys. I just hope you guys liked this video and enjoyed this video as much as I did shooting this video. And you please do let me know if you have any kind of issues that you face when you speak in English. Please do let me know in the comments below, or email me. Feel free to email me, and yeah, I'll be coming up with answers in the form of videos. And yeah, that is it for the video, guys. If you like the video, you know what to do. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you very soon. I'll come up with another video very soon. Till then, you do not forget to take care of yourself, and do not forget to let me know how did you like the video in the comments below. Okay, I'm always happy to read all your comments, and that gives me a boost when I read your comments. Thank you so much for all the love you have been showering upon me so far. And yeah, that